welcome back to Dragon Quest Builders 2 Weekly. Hey, we're off to a good start. I got the title right this week. So, Crumble done. I have so much stuff to show you guys. Oh boy, I've been a busy bee. I decided, based on some of your feedback, that my Crumble Done town really sucked, and I've redone almost all of it. The tavern is still the same, kind of. The forge, blacksmith, whatever, is still the same, kind of. And the rest, totally overhauled. Alright. So, not really much to see from this angle. By the way, see how Malroth has the little icon over his head? That's because at the end of last episode, we left off right before the battle. So when you're in a state like this, I found that the game is in stasis, sort of, if you will. No enemies spawn near the base, and like, you know, those waves of monsters that attack you, those don't happen. The day-night cycle happens, but you don't get your daily ore count, which is kind of a bummer, but it's fine. So I've been able just to take this time to build to my little heart's content. You might notice the walls look a little different. I have improved my lighting around the edges of town. The toilet is gone from over there. I'll show you why in a few minutes. Look right there. I made a little fountain. Did you see it? I had no real reason for doing this. It just struck my fancy, and I wanted to see how that little toy fountain, whatever it's called, what it does. So that's what it does. Okay, first big reveal. Boom, blacksmith house. Or forge, or whatever. Also, Babs' room is no longer here. So it's a proper field now. Oh, okay. I left a little room above the doorway. And inside is high enough for good camera angles. And I left an empty or open ceiling above the forges themselves. There's no gameplay mechanical reason for this. I just thought it kind of made sense. You know, if you're doing your smelting, you want the heat to rise up and out. You don't want to be trapped in a hot iron box. That would probably kill you. Again, not a game mechanic, but just thinking, like, you know, ventilation seems like it would be really important in a smithy. Alright, are you ready for the big reveal? I'm gonna swing the camera around. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. I have done some stuff. Let's go on a tour. Alright, I'll get the boring one out of the way first. Tavern, totally the same, unchanged inside. Except for it's taller and there's a roof. Hotel, dormitory, whatever. Adobe windows above the door for some ventilation. I got the walls uniform all the way around. Bricks on the bottom, smooth all the way up, and that top layer across the top. Inside, beds instead of straw. Oh yeah, we're sleeping cushy tonight. A roof, because there's a second story. We'll go up there in a minute. First, the other side. There's two things in here. The mushroom cook room. Same as before, just a little more crowded, cramped, whatever. But, you know, again, nice high ceilings. Like you all were saying, I'm trying to do 4 high rooms if I do another story. That way the camera angle works out nicely. And if it's the top level, at least currently, I'm leaving it open roofed, just for camera purposes. Now in here we have a small potable plant, is the name of this room. This was suggested by one of my viewers. A couple of casks, a couple of barrels, a bag, and a chest. And I'm hoping my dudes will come in here and make Digger's Jigger and what's this one? Farmer's Frappe. So hopefully they'll come in and do that. And then this ends in a rock wall. I've got plenty of lighting, so reapers shouldn't bother me here. While I'm thinking about the walls, outside of town, I flattened a bit. I put up borders around the edges of town, so I know how far out I can build. Everything should be too high to keep the monsters out, like number 2, 1, 2. Like, yeah, they could come up here and then down, but the monsters aren't gonna realistically do that. There's an open alleyway back here right now, just because there is. I don't really have anything that I'm using back here, but it's expansion space later if I want to move and expand. This is the other, what would be the other alley, but I blocked it off so that my dumb NPCs don't wander around back here. I'm really hoping none of my numbskulls come back here, but you never know. Those guys have impressed me before, and I'm sure they'll disappoint me again. Oh, I meant to fill in these spaces with more actual rock, but that's okay. And then I do have an out here for if I get myself in. But as far as I can tell, NPCs shouldn't be able to get in, enemies or friendlies. So I just have some expansion space to play with later. Oh, this wall is the first outside of town. So I know if I make buildings, their outside wall needs to be inside the town border. Same with behind the forge, nicely well lit, but just some room to expand or build more rooms, if you will. Okay, now upstairs on the rest of this grand tour, another dormitory up top with beds, nice and comfy. Pumping station is here. Small toilet is here. I put down these pots hoping that they would be used as toilets, but I don't think they're going to be. I think it's just going to be this toilet, which I don't seem to have the recipe for yet, so I haven't been able to build more. I'd like to make a 3-person bathroom with privacy screens, obviously. So I'm hoping to expand this bathroom a little bit. And then Babs' room is over here with a nice carpet. It's the same layout, except the door's over here instead of on this wall, and carpet instead of adobe flooring. Yeah. And that's the grand tour of all the stuff I've done. Whew. Okay. My hunger level's looking alright. I'm gonna eat after I talk to Malroth. Let's get this battle going. Army of monsters closing in. Okay. Yep, of course, they're behind everything. No, we're not ready yet. Okay, so all these shaking dudes are not gonna fight. Anyone who's not shaking, who's flexing, will fight. You don't have a sword. You do. I'm sure I gave Babs a sword. And there's one more flexer over there who doesn't have a sword. So that's gonna be 1, 2 swords. Alright. Let's throw those together real quick. Oh yes, I also made more ingots. Hang on. Did it really just say I already had swords in my storage? Well, I guess we'll just have swords for dinner. Kudos if you got that reference. I'm sorry you've had to waste your time on YouTube, poops. But I do love swords for dinner. It's very funny. Alright. I've got an extra broadsword. So let me just run around, double check, just in case one of these little scared dudes decides he's gonna get brave and fight with us. Doesn't look like it. Okay. I don't know. I think Babs' sword is just not showing because she's in her bunny outfit. Alright. Select the food. Go through the dialogue again. And we're ready. Let's go. Ooh. Goldilocks is gonna fight alongside us. Alright, they're coming from that way. Let's go. Oh. They've broken my rock wall. That's okay, that's easy to rebuild. Yep, Babs has her sword now, I see. So we're good to go in that regard. Put my cursor on the healing herb just in case. I don't think I'm gonna need to heal. Oh, maybe. Yeah, they're not doing any damage even when they do hit me. But better safe than sorry. Alright. Whoa. Dodged that one. Hey. You little wimps. If you're gonna hit me like you mean it. Make me use my herbs. Yeah, like that. Okay. We did it. We protected Crumbledon with very, very minimal damage. Okay, so Malroth is stronger. I got more HP. And that's it. No recipes this level, I guess. That's okay. Medusa. A mad Medusa, I assume. That sounds like a great plan to me, Babs. So they're gonna send suicide waves in? Oh, that's... Man, talk about villainous. Oh, here's another little tiny thing I did. I made stairs to go in and out of town. No real reason. Just seemed nicer than having to jump. You know. Well, no, I don't have to do that. I can just walk up and down, up and down, up and down. That's enough up and down for now. Alright, let's put away some of these items I'm not going to use for a little while, and we'll go talk to Goldilocks. Oh, everyone's gathering again. Okay. Okay. Oh no, don't tell me I'm gonna regret building all of this. Oh boy. Oh. All right. I suppose. Sure. Oh, that's big. Okay. Well, I'm gonna need to mine silver. Wow. Wow, this is elaborate. I mean, I like it, but wow. Okay. Yeah, we'll hear that favor soon. Okay. So we're gonna build a bar. Babs is gonna learn a dance. Well, here's the thing, Malroth. They are interested in gopping at girls. But, they're seeing it as a reward for mining. And the girl performing is performing of her own will, so the power is in her hands. Like, I don't honestly see any problem there. Now then, here's what I'm thinking. I want... Whoa, that's not what I meant to do at all. I want to not ever push a wrong button again. There's a pipe dream for you. Anyway, for reals though, I want a nice floor in this place. What kind of flooring should I use? Maybe some carpet? Well, it's going to be underneath the edges, so it's not going to matter super much. But like under the pool, maybe kind of nice to have something kind of nice, you know? Okay, I'm gonna have to rebuild a line behind. That's alright though. Don't mind that one bit. Oops, that's not where I meant to put that piece of umber. And I've done it multiple times. That's okay, they're all gone now. Make sure I nibble up all these blocks out of here. And we'll start going this way. Once I have a perimeter, I can just smash up the middle any way I want. I won't have to worry about going outside the borders of my blueprint. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Right here. Right here. Take a moment to clean up some blocks. I say some, not all. If I miss a few blocks while I'm doing this, miss picking up some, I mean, it should be fine, because by the time I finish building everything, they'll all pop back up to where I can see them and grab them. But the goal is not to have to do that post-building time, but just get it all done now. Actually, I was wondering if it would just be quicker to hammer my way through if it was going to be entirely sand, but I think there's enough umber in there that the power strikes are still useful. Oh, look at that. Just in time for a monster invasion. Let's go defend the base. Whoa! What are we doing here now, lads? Come and defend the base, would ya? Okay, that was not alright. Rebuilding time. Where's my Adobe? Here it is. Sheesh. They really did a number. There's even a bed got knocked out, I think. Where'd the beds go? Here they are. I just need one of these guys. Pop that right there. Well, that's frustrating. So much for all my bragging about my defenses, eh? Sometimes it do be like that, though. Alright. Perhaps I just have to be a little more... What's the word I'm looking for? I'm a little more quick on the response when I see monsters are approaching. Okay. Now then. I think maybe just a good old umber floor. At least for part of this. Because that middle part's going to be a pool. At the very least, these corners. Well, if it's all going to be underneath the silver anyway, then everything except the center of the pool, I'm okay with it being umber. For underneath the pool, I'd really like some kind of fancy pool decking. Is decking the right word? Pool floor. Oh, time for the daily report. Are we getting silver yet? Here comes the accumulation declaration. Nope. Okay, I guess I have to finish the silver bar before it's going to give me any silver. That's okay. That makes sense. Like the "this is fine dog" meme, except this is actually fine. Okay. Is this high quality YouTube content? Just, you know, slapping down a bunch of floor tiling. Really repetitive. Yeah, content. Woo! Yo, I'm not trying to get religious here. But I'm just wondering if anybody's heard, like, one of Jesus's parables about the wise man and the foolish man. The wise man built his house, or the foolish man built his house upon the sand. And because it didn't have a good foundation, it came crumbling down. And the wise man built his house upon the rock. And because he was built on a solid foundation, his house stood firm when things weren't so good, you know, bad weather, whatever. I don't remember the specifics here. And I'm certainly not trying to, you know, push a religion or anything, but it seems applicable to what I'm doing right now. Like, here I am putting down a bunch of stone. Okay. A stone foundation. Good. What sort of blocks do I have on hand? What might make a nice pool deck? Well, if I'm honest, I'd like the sandstone brick. But I have 3. I could make a malachite pool deck. That would be hilarious. And also a big waste of malachite. I got so much clodstone it hurts. Copper bottom pool, maybe? Umber's an option, but I don't really want any of these like sand or dirt. I want something smooth and not iron block either. Okay. let's go to the forge. And let's see what sort of blocks I have available. Okay, adobe walls, iron blocks, carpets, fancy carpets, copper walls, silver brick, ladder, stone steps, golden tiles, gold brick. Well, that doesn't leave me a lot of desirable options. You know, like, stone floor isn't the worst thing ever, I guess. It'll do for now. I mean, I can always replace it later, right? Just get something here so that I can get my blueprint underway. So, how are you? Dear viewer, have you had a good day? Today, coincidentally, the day that this is set to air, is the day that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet come out. Have you picked them up? Are you playing them? Do you enjoy Pokemon? Who is your starter and why isn't it Quaxley? What's that you say? You don't like Quaxley? Well, I don't give a duck. Bad joke. Whoops. Come here, Reaper. I got something for you. It's light. Heck out of here. Anyway, I'm going to try really hard not to let Scarlet and Violet affect my upload schedule, but I know that I'm not going to want to do anything other than play those games. Because I'm a big Pokemon fan. I don't do like competitive or anything like that, but playing the games, collecting the Pokemon, you know, fill my decks, shiny charm, that kind of stuff. Do some shiny hunting. That's my jam. One of my jams. I have a lot of jams. Nice. People are actually using both floors of the dormitory. I'm happy about that. I wonder if I should build, what's his name? The pub owner. I wonder if I should build him a room. Feels like if anyone deserves a room, it's him. Oh, these jerks. They're just going here and eating my vine apples. You buttheads. Here, why don't we do this real quick? Remake the room. Well, whatever. Okay, let's start this quest Magrog has. Try to find some more silver. Yeah, you got it. 5 lumps of silver. You bet. Okay, let's see what Goldilocks has in mind. Yes. Okay. Press R1 to hop on Goldilocks' shoulders, and press triangle to punch. Alright. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. I'm coming. Hold your horses. Oh, I got stuck on the stairs. I should fix that up. I should do some more minor work around here. I can't go in. Well, that's dumb. There. Ooh. Might have to fix that later. Oops, I broke my tracks. But at least I got in. Alright, let me at it. Dude, you're scared to miss a punch? Alright, we made it through. You know, that's fair. You did some good work, buddy. Very nice, Goldilocks. Yeah. Of course there's silver nearby. How would we advance the plot if there wasn't? Don't mind me, just obsessive, compulsively collecting these blocks. I'm not diagnosed with OCD. I just feel like I have obsessive compulsions at times. This is one of those times. Oh, look, another sandfall. I had one of those in town. I destroyed it to make room for my 2-floor tavern, pumping station, bedroom, inn, combo thing. Okay. Oh, here's another sandfall. Can't swim up them like waterfalls, though. That would be nice. And let me guess. Yeah, sure enough, I can't actually break that with my hammer. I mean, I kind of figured that I couldn't, because if I could, then why did I need Goldilocks? So, it makes sense. Hang on, have I opened this before? Apparently not. Oh, if you're wondering, I have put away my rusty wrecking balls. I'm going to get them from my inventory only when I need them, because I made a very grave mistake and blew up most of my inn at one point while I was doing my building. One thing I'll say about this game that really sucks is when you get an item out of storage and put it in your inventory, your cursor does not automatically go to that item. In my case, my cursor went directly onto my wrecking balls. And so, here's this item that I just got out of storage that I wanted to use, and instead I plopped down 2 wrecking balls. That didn't end well. Well, that moment didn't end well. Of course, I continued rebuilding the inn, and well, you saw the end result. I'm pretty happy with it. I just wish I hadn't, you know, used a wrecking ball, or 2 wrecking balls, on accident. You wanna know the worst part of this story? It happened twice. Yeah. One dum-dum wasn't enough for me. I had to dum-dum again. This is just coal, I think. Iron, okay. Just kind of felt like hitting that vein while I was here. Alrighty, so now we need to go. Should be this way. And we'll use our new running ability. Well, the running ability isn't new, but I'll use my new knowledge of the running ability. Thank you again to Precision on Twitch for playing this game when I requested it and showing me the run skill. Run button, whatever. Twitch.tv/Precision. Check him out. It's spelled Pricyyzin. It looks like Pricey Zin, but it's Precision. One of my favorite streamers. I watch him almost every night. You'll catch me in his chat room if you join us. Almost certainly. I keep things very PG for my YouTube videos. You'll catch some more risque jokes from me over there. I don't have to, or don't feel like I have to hold back like I do on YouTube. So I want to keep this channel chill and appropriate. Maybe the occasional, you know, butt and fart joke, but maybe the occasional eyebrow raise, waggle waggle moment on here, but nothing overt. In Twitch chat, though, you might think I'm a different person, but I promise it's me. Okay. What thing? Oh, the elevator? Yeah, dude, there's probably like a boss monster down there. So anyway, I saw some mushrooms just now. Find a way down there later. And what's really interesting to me, though, is all this blue fruit. Look at that. It's like vine apples, but blue. Hey, it's a wheel. A wheel. Wheel. Doing. Oh, while. He's wheel. Now, if you understand that reference, we need to be friends. Interesting. Just a ramshackle, broken down hut, I guess. Why don't I just quickly whoop, nope, that's not what I meant to do at all. I want to take this spider web and put it somewhere harmless. That looks great. Let's see. Maybe I can grab it from the correct direction. No, that's not it. Here we go. I want to patch up this room real quick so that I have a place to sleep if I need to. Then I should need one more thing. Oh. And that. Shut up. I just wanted to change my tool. Boop. There we go. Now we've got ourselves a bedroom. Okay. That'll be good to have. Now Malroth was saying something about climbing down these chains. Looks like this one goes a little further down. So I guess I'm just going to jump at it and hope for the best. Okay. Alright, camera. Cooperate with me, please. Thank you. Here we go. Yes. Yes, I do. It's fear. Hey, there is an Avoglobe. Yep, and there's a tunnel off that way. You, have fun over there. I'm gonna do a few things first. I see some frog stools down here. And a new mushroom. Ooh, hello. And some malachite. Wait a minute, that's not gonna work. There we go. What's that called? Glumgus. Sounds like a real life of the party. Gloomy Gus mushroom. What's this now? Oh, just some rocks. That's okay, I was running a little low on stone. Man, there's a lot of malachite down here. So if I ever need malachite, this is a place to go. Maybe I will have enough for a malachite-bottomed pool. That would be kind of neat. Coal, iron, and copper. Okay, still no silver, as expected. Shine apple. Okay. So we got vine apples and shine apples. As long as there's no horse apples. For those unfamiliar, that's slang for horse poop. See? Told you I don't mind the occasional poop joke. Ooh, I can get up here now. Get these mushrooms. I'm thinking I'm gonna be here between episodes to nibble up some malachite, because there's a lot and I don't want to spend more time just grabbing malachite on camera. I'd rather, you know, show you something interesting. I say after I spent how long replacing the floor for the silver bar? I bet these shine apples will brew into something really nice as well. Excuse me. I had a very rich dinner, so I keep belching. Trying not to do it very loudly, because I don't want that to be picked up on microphone. Blap. Ew, gross, you know? After just making a poop joke. You know, about horse poop. Whatever. Go. I do appreciate that Malroth goes around and collects a bit of resource for you. If you collect something similar, he'll just kind of go to town. Oh yeah, don't want to forget to activate the nav globe. Nice. Now then, that's enough messing about. Let's see for real what's here. Wow, a completely ruined former shed, I guess. Shack? Something like that. Not even gonna try to salvage this one. We're just gonna get what resources we can out of here. Get some flagstone. That's nice. Is that flagstone? Stone wall. Even better. Malroth, bring him over this way. Yeah, Malroth, you're being an idiot. Bring him to the light. Thank you. Speaking of which, let's put away some of this stuff. And get out some torches. I don't have any torches. I spent them all making sconces. Now I have torches. And how would you like me to do that? Are we? Eh. Oh. Okay, that's cool. That's very easy too. Just light. There we go. Let's get this out of here. Oh, there's lots of them. Lovely. Malroth, you take care of that. No need to fear the Reaper. 'Cause I got light. Poison. Okay. Oi! Get out of here. I missed one. That, friends, is why you always keep an eye on your minimap. I see a metal slime. Oh boy. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, 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 no. You don't run away. You don't run away. Get back here. Nope, nope, nope. No, nope, nope, nope. Yep, yep. Yes! Oh, we killed our first metal slime. Heck yeah. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Whew. That was exciting. For those who are unfamiliar with Dragon Quest, Metal Slime is a monster that always gives off a ridiculous amount of experience points, and sometimes very rare materials. The trade-off is, one, they have absurdly high defense, so they're hard to damage and harder to kill. And two, they run away very, very quickly. So even if you do manage to hit them, you don't have much time to do it. I think I see some silver up there. There's Dougie. Oh, sorry, my computer chair is very creaky. Yep, there sure is silver. You see it. Oh, it's fine. They're not going to be able to deal much damage to me anyway. Yep. That was not bad at all. Did I set that torch down? Not sure. I must have. Must have bumped the square button while I was mashing triangle for all my attacks. Malachite. There is so much malachite here compared to how relatively scarce it had been in other areas. Hey, another Naviglobe. Oh. Treasure chest. Bombs. Not interested. Well, interested, but I don't need them at this very moment, I guess I should say. That's my first 3 chunks of silver. And that's gonna let me make ingots, right? Yes. Okay. Silver. Leave the rest to the roughnecks, he says, as though he isn't one himself. I already did. I'll head back soon, buddy. There's just so many more goodies to get here first. If I can leave here with a bit of silver, and I can make some ingots right away, can start on that silver pub. Start, mind you. Still an awful lot that will need to be done on it, but that's okay. Goodness, look at all the malachite. I guess it's not that rare of a block after all, at least not anymore. Wow. Ah, there's a piece way up there now. Shoot. There we go. I don't want to spend too much time harvesting malachite. Like I said, it's sort of boring for the viewers, for you guys. But I would also like to express my excitement at finding all this malachite. There's even more. There's more. Oh. Oh man. Just malachite out the ears, to put it politely. Okay. A little bit more. A little bit more. That's enough for now. Okay, let's see. What else should I grab before I go up? Last minute, couple things. Just noticed we're over an hour. Okay. I've activated the Naviglobe. That's all good. Oops, where's that mushroom? There it is. Thank you, Malroth. So let's go... I have one little area revealed over here somehow. Let's go to Crumbledon Town. We will turn in the silver and wrap up the episode here, because, like I said, it's been an hour, so just about time to call it good. Oh, here they all come to throw hearts at me. Okay, we're gonna call in all the hearts. Talk to Magog. Yes, I found some silver. Suppose that's true. Okay. Everybody gather back around. We're gonna level up. It's time. Oh, this is max level. We got more dancing girls, I see. Ooh, tiling. Okay, so it might be roof tiling, but I think I'm gonna do a tile floor on my pool. If I can build a bunch of it, that is. Yes, definitely. Is this dude gay? Like, that would be really cool. These kinds of games don't tend to have good representation on that front. I mean, Dragon Quest XI did. Look at Sylvando. Like, what an icon. Sylvando is fantastic. He might be my favorite character. But Rab exists, and so does Veronica. And, like, most of your party, except Eric. Sorry, Eric's really boring to me. Anyway, I would love it if we had, you know, some some gay, burly builders, some LGBTQ representation. Trans folk would be good too, but, you know, I'll take what I can get. Not parts of those communities myself, by the way. Straight cis male here, but certainly I try to be supportive in any way I can. Right on. Alright, well, at the risk of this video going on any longer, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm gonna go put a treasure chest, or a community chest, over by the bar. I'm gonna replace the pool flooring. It looks like... anyway, I'm getting distracted. Replace the pool flooring, put in a chest, and put some materials in there so that I can have my dudes start building passively. I just noticed it looks like my brewing station back there is successful, so that's cool. I see there's a digger's jigger ready and one of the barrels. Of course, all these greedy so-and-sos are chowing down on the vine apples. Anyway, I'm going to do a few things between episodes, and I think I'm probably going to do that right away, so they'll be ready for next week. So that's going to do it. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It helps the channel to grow. If you didn't like it so much, please leave a dislike and a comment to let me know what I can do better in the future. If you have any suggestions or advice or feedback on what I've done, leave that too. Please no story spoilers as always, but I'm always open to gameplay mechanics. I've said it before and I'll say it again, I've never played Minecraft other than Dragon Quest Builders 1 and 2, so yeah, I'm always eager to learn any kind of Minecraft-y mechanics like that. Anyway, if you'd like to see more content like this, consider subscribing. I upload episodes every Friday of Dragon Quest Builders 2. On Mondays and Wednesdays, I do Let's Play series. Right now, I'm doing The Legend of Dragoon. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Other than that, one more time, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye.